This is Andi Purewal of Boxing News. I'm joined by trainer Tony Sims here in London. Tony, straight into it because we're about to be kicked out. The weights, the fines, everything. From your perspective, let's start off with your man, 156.4. Obviously coming in well below that middleweight limit. A sign of he wants to use his speed, he wants to be ferocious from the get-go.
Yeah, look, he's a natural 147 fighter, so he's gone up over the next weight. He feels good at that weight. He feels like he's got good speed and explosiveness, and he just feels good. He's confident in himself, and he's ready to go. He's chomping at the bit to fight tomorrow night.
How much more do you expect Conor now to put on between now and say tomorrow night?
Listen, he won't put loads of weight on. Do you know what I mean? He's not a 160 fighter, so he won't put loads of weight on. He may go up to 160, 162. But the weight's not really. It doesn't really bother him. Do you know what I mean? As long as he's confident in his ability, confident in his mind, and he's obviously in the best shape of his life. So, weight is not a thing for him really.
On the weight note, on the other side of the coin, Chris Eubank Jr missed weight by 0.05. Just your thoughts. Was it a surprise to you first and foremost?
A little bit, yeah. I was a bit surprised because obviously he's done this weight for his last few fights, so I was a little bit surprised. But it is what it is, and he obviously tried to get it off and it never come off. So it is what it is. But I was a little bit surprised, to be honest.
He shared obviously a video over social media, a couple of videos of what he had to go through to make weight. Do you understand why some fans look at it and may have sympathy or concern for Junior given the struggles he's had to get down to 160? Or do you not have that level of sympathy because every fighter has to do it if they're making a certain weight?
Yeah, look, what he shows you there is what 99% of fighters do to make weight. And as I said, he's made it the last 4 or 5 fights, the 160 limit. So he knows what he has to do to make that weight. It's what fighters do. Do you know what I mean? It's what they do. Fortunately for Conor Benn, where he's moving up to weights, he ain't had to do that. So he feels good in himself. But all fighters have to go through a strict regime of not just the day before of trying to get weight off. It's like a strict regime for 8 weeks. And it's part and parcel of the job.
Rehydration clause for tomorrow, Tony. I've just spoken to Carl Frampton. Carl said to me he wouldn't be surprised if with the fines that June's already paid, he just thinks, forget it, I'll just come in at what I want, or within certain limits that is, and just pay off X amount of the fine. Could you see a scenario where Junior does come in above that rehydration clause limit and pays a certain fine?
Who knows what goes through Chris Eubank Jr.'s mind? That'd be an hard one to delve into, and I don't know really. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what he'll do.
The events of the day, do you take more confidence going into tomorrow night then? Yeah,
like Conor Benn's super confident. I think everyone can see that in him. He's been confident all the way through camp, and he believes that he's going to be too much for Chris Eubank Jr. He's confident, and the team's confident. We've had a great camp, and he's just raring to go.
Last one from me, Tony. Even Frank Smith seemed to have a few issues earlier. The glove selection with Mazza Majid. What can you tell me about the issue with the gloves? And I assume it was all resolved from the video that we've seen.
Yeah, listen, the British Boxing Board of Control, if they authorise gloves and they say they're safe gloves for the fighters to wear against each other, that's all that counts. And the board's authorised the gloves. They're Everlast gloves. Many people wear them in their fights, and they authorised them. So as far as we're concerned, that was that, and that was the end of it really. But they made a bit of a fuss about it, and like as you say, Frank got in a little bit of an argument over it. But I swiftly pulled him out the door, and that was that really.
Tony, listen, you're a man of many talents. So I'm sure you didn't expect to have to play bodyguard this week. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for speaking to me. Good luck with the rest of tonight and obviously tomorrow, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that.